guys, this is Health and Performance by Gavin Hewitt. Today I've got a good friend of mine and also health performance athlete, Tom Stevenson, from Against the Grain Strength and Conditioning. You can check those guys out on Facebook and Instagram, I believe. So what I want to show you today is a little way we can sort of get around so-called tight hip flexors. So if you find yourself constantly feeling like your hip flexors are tight, and stretch hip flexors all the time, but it's not really getting very far. So I've had many clients, many lifters coming in, they're going, yeah, every time I squat or deadlift or every time I train, I've got to stretch my hip flexors for 5 minutes, and they're going on for weeks and months. My initial response is just, well, if you keep stretching your hip flexors every day, maybe it's not stretching your hip flexors that you need to do. So this is a little test I'll do with them, and there are many reasons why your hip flexors could be tight, etc., etc. So I'll be carrying out some more videos to explain some of those issues and reasons as we go. This is just one offering, I guess, today. Just works as a nice little shortcut, just to get you through some sticky points just before you start training. Okay, so what we're going to do is called a Ruska test. I learned this from watching some of Chris Duffing's material. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get calm, with the feet up on the boxes, a little bit closer together, and we're going to try and get him to go into 4 hip extensions. We're going to go into as much hip extension as you can. We can see, is that as much you can get? Yep, okay, so the reason I chose Khan, he's typically really jacked up through his hip flexors and rectiformis anyway. So you see there, he's not really getting true hip extension. He's still in a bit of a deficit, okay? Drop down. So we're just going to take Khan through a bit of a breathing drill now. So I'll run it through it first and we'll get him to do it. So I'm going to get him to take a long, slow breath, nose into his belly, trying to expand his oblique, or ribcage, laterally as well as front to back. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some long breaths out. He's going to breathe through his lips, through pursed lips as if he's breathing through a straw. And then at the same time, he's going to push his heels into the box slightly, and then push his lower back into the ground to flatten everything out. We're going to repeat 3 of those, and then we're going to retest, okay? So come on, just take that long breath in. Good. And then breathing out through pursed lips as if you're breathing through a straw. Push your lower back into the floor with about 30% effort. Heels into the box, 30% effort. And we're going to get Khan to push all the breath out until he's got nothing left. This is another exercise I use to teach people how to stay tight and get the core locked in during the lifting. Again, this is breath number 2. Now what we're doing here, while Khan's taking the second and he's going to take a third breath, what we're doing here is we're actually putting the psoas into active insufficiency, which means it can't generate force, okay? Now that's going to be really helpful as he's pushing his lower back into the floor and heels into the box, just to reposition that pelvis into more of a posterior pelvic tilt. Lips. So it's really all about repositioning the pelvis into posterior tilt to allow greater hip extension. We get breath, and then we'll get Khan to go into hip extension again, just to retest. And then stand up, and we'll see what we can get from here. Beautiful. You can see that we've actually got true hip extension. Now we're no longer in a deficit, we're not even in neutral. It looks like we've got true hip extension now. So his hips are actually truly extended and drop down. Okay. So that's the value of this quick little exercise. Like I said, it's not going to be the be-all and end-all. There are some other reasons and possibilities that things could be happening too. But it's really useful if you find the hip flexors are tight all the time, or feeling lots of tension through there. For example, in the bottom position of the squat, very often what I see is people sort of losing their core set and then they're going to anterior tilt and start loading up their lower back as they come out of the hole because they're going to lumbar extension. Sometimes as well, when people really tighten those hip flexors and they go to deadlift, it feels like they can't really sort of lock their core in, as in sort of going to posterior tilt and lock their rib cage down. So they end up sort of feeling like they're lifting with their lower back more than anything else. So that's sort of how I use it, just as it pertains to powerlifting and strength sports, which I coach and rehab athletes in. Some other areas where it could be useful though is training, just everyday life. If you feeling like you're always tightening hip flexors because you've got a sedentary job or you have to sit down for a lot of the time, this is something you can do through the day if you have the opportunity, or just at the end of the day before you go to bed, just to reposition that pelvis and get greater hip extension. So that's the first video. We've got a few more videos coming up dealing with tight hip flexors and some things that you guys can try. Watch back soon.